All right, ranking blue-collar daily drivers. So these are mostly trucks on my list. There's a couple cars and shit on there. But some of them overlap, but that's fine. We just here to have a good time. And look, man, even if you white-collar, just because this says it's a blue-collar daily driver, it don't mean you can't have a good time with it. Am I right, buddy? Come on. Anyway, let's get into it, big dog. Number one on the list, we got the spray-painted special. Now, a lot of times these are older vehicles, right? Honestly, nobody's going to be painting a brand new vehicle unless they just got, like, fuck you money. I guess you could paint a brand new vehicle. Like, I feel like if I was rich, I would paint a brand new vehicle just to piss motherfuckers off, because you know damn well it would. But most of the time, this is going to be younger guys camouflaging their trucks or some shit. Some of it looks good. Some of it looks like they tripped over a curb or something and spilt a bucket of paint on their shit, and it just looks awfully, like, retarded and whatever. But as far as ranking the spray painted special, we can put it in. It'll do. There's nothing wrong with that. It probably looked worse before they spray painted it, right? In some cases, I think it goes good right there in the middle. Let's move on from that to, we got the Note is the whole paycheck truck. All of us know at least one person, the Note on their brand new fucking vehicle, or sometimes in a lot of cases not even brand new. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like 5 or 6 year old vehicle, and these some bitches is paying $2,000, $2,500 a month for this shit, dude. People is crazy, man. People are wild. They go to these dealerships with fucking 200 credit scores and let these motherfuckers just get all up in the booties with no lube and everything, and finance shit for 10 years straight. For somebody who has a brand new vehicle that the Note is the entire paycheck, we're going to put that in hell no. All right, you look nice in it, but fuck that, dude. If the Note is that damn high, it ain't worth looking nice in that sumbitch. Let's move on from that one before I get too pissed off. We got loud but slow truck. Now, we've all been somewhere and we've heard a nice truck coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoa, you're like, damn, this sumbitch is hauling ass, dude. 10 minutes later, this sumbitch is still passing by. It may sound good, but it ain't going nowhere. I mean, you can outrun it so much on an electric scooter. I mean, you could foot race that motherfucker. Sounds good, though. I had a buddy when I was about 17-ish that had a Bronco like that, man. That somebody sounded good, but when you stomped on that motherfucker, it wasn't going nowhere. So let's put the loud but slow truck in. It'll do, I guess, because it'll get you from A to B, and it's probably all right as long as it's not falling apart or whatever. It'll do. Let's move on from that one. We got, well, no, we already did that one, dumbass. We got Daddy's money truck. This is somebody's dad bought him a truck. I think there's nothing wrong with that. Right? That's what we're supposed to do for our kids. If I'm in a position where I can buy my kid a nice truck when he gets old enough to drive, guess what? I'm going to buy him a nice-ass truck. Now, I'm not going to go all out, but I don't see nothing wrong with it if a parent wants to go all out. I mean, that's why we work, to give our kids shit we didn't have, right? That's one reason we work. And fuck it, I mean, get them a nice truck, dude. And look, for you kids out there that's driving trucks that your dad bought you, don't be ashamed of it, dude. If somebody calls it daddy's money or whatever, say, hell yeah. My daddy worked his ass off to buy me this truck. And there ain't nothing wrong with that at all. So fuck them, dude. Moving on from daddy's money, we got more speakers than horsepower. Yeah, big dog, got the red light. You know, you can hear their song over your song that you're playing in your truck with your windows up. Their windows probably up too. And it's shaking and rattling your truck or car. Turn your shit up. Their shit's still loud. All right, look, I've been at gas stations and this shit gets on my nerves. I seen a man walking into the store of the gas station. He was almost to the door and he stopped. He like froze up, like he forgot his wallet or some shit. And I'm like, okay, dude forgot something. He forgot his wallet. This motherfucker walked back to his car, reached into his car, turned his radio all the way the fuck up, and he had some big ass, I don't know what he had in that motherfucker, but it sounded good, but I don't want to hear your fucking music at the gas station. All right, that is retarded, dude. He turned around, went and turned his music up, and walked into the gas station. He just wanted, I don't know if he wanted to hear his music while he was in the gas station. He didn't want to miss that song or what the hell was going on. But it was so fucking loud. It's so stupid, dude. Don't be the guy that does that at a gas station or Walmart or wherever the fuck you at. It's so stupid, man. And the older you get, the more you realize how dumb and stupid that shit is. For more speakers and horsepower, not counting the type of shit that I just said, it'll do. It's not really anything wrong with that, I guess. As long as it's a good truck that'll get you from A to B, I'll put it in it'll do. It's not important, I don't think, to have big ass speakers anymore. I do like my music. I like to jam out to Leonard and whatnot, but I ain't gotta have big ass speakers anymore. So it'll do. It'll do. But let's move on from that. We got Pavement Princess. Now these are them big ass jacked up, souped up, fucking got all the accessories and stuff like chrome and shit like that, and it's never seen a fucking speck of dirt underneath its tires. It's never left the pavement. It's never left the asphalt. It loves parking lots, man. Parking lots are its go-to. Brother, where are we putting the Pavement Princess? Most of the time, they're decent. I mean, some of them are goofy looking, right? Some of them can be cringy. I mean, if it's just crazy looking, kind of like this one in this picture, that's a nice looking truck. But most people who are buying these trucks are financing the shit out of them. They're financing everything on them. It's crazy the money these people are paying for these trucks, actually. So we're going to put it in questionable because keeping in mind, most people cannot afford this shit. They just want to look better than the next guy, keep up with the Joneses or whatever. So we got to put that in questionable. I can't lie, y'all. When I'm working at a place and a guy is working at that place with me and he shows up with a truck like this while I'm riding in a truck like this, I know he can't afford that. We work at the same fucking place, dude. All right? So you're probably paying an entire check on a note like this one. So anyway, we're going to put that in questionable just because of that. I mean, it's really no sense in that. I mean, just get a decent truck. Come on, dude. Unless you're going to take the motherfucker off-road. All right, so next we got the squatted truck, baby. Yes. Most of y'all hate on squatted trucks for no reason, but I'll tell you this. You ain't never been on a date with your baby. All right, you and your woman, your sugar baby, you whatever you call her, sitting back, looking at the moon and stars, baby, on a romantic night. You ain't got to see what's in front of you. Who gives a shit what's in front of you? Just hit the gas till you smell ass and hear glass, big dog. Stomp on that motherfucker and give her hell. Big dog gotta eat. Don't matter what's in front of you, shit. As long as you can see what's behind you, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So where we gonna put the squatted truck at, baby? Where are we gonna put this squatted truck at? We're gonna put it in hell. No, baby. I don't know why y'all be hating on the squatted truck, big dog. All right, makes for a perfect romantic date night with your baby. But all jokes aside, though, that does look stupid as hell. Like, I cannot express or put into words how retarded I think you are when you drive by me looking up at the sky, can't see a damn thing in front of you. I just assume you's dropped on your head quite a few times, dude. All right, I'm assuming you got your boyfriend in the passenger seat. Merry Pride Month to you, motherfucker. We're gonna move on from the squatted truck. We got electric truck. Fucking saving the environment and shit. I don't know. I guess electric truck's kind of vague. I guess it could be the Cybertruck, which is stupid as shit. Like, them things look so fucking ugly. Like, come on. I mean, all the sci-fi movies that Tesla could have drew inspiration from, and they built this fucking... What is... It reminds me of like aluminum foil. Right? Tinfoil. Whatever you call it. It's just... It looks so stupid, dude. And if you driving around in that shit, you also look pretty stupid. I ain't even gonna lie. Okay? We're gonna put that shit in hell now. Alright, I mean, if you got one of them, like hybrid types that's supposed to save you gas and shit, whatever. Alright? But if you riding around in just these Cybertruck looking motherfuckers, dude, nah, you look goofy as hell. Alright, moving on from the electric truck, we have got the compact truck. When I think of a compact truck, I'm thinking of like the little Nissans, the Ford Rangers, and the little Toyota trucks. You know what I'm talking about. Those are really reliable trucks most of the time. Like these, they get a lot of miles on them. They still going. They're still fine. Nothing wrong with them. They will 100% get you from A to B, and you can still haul some, small trailers or some stuff on the back, tools, whatever you need to haul on the back. And they don't really use as much gas as like something big, something like these trucks here. So I like a nice compact truck, man, and especially when they look really nice, like this one in this picture does. That's a nice truck, man. Moving on from compact truck, we have got a 1/4 ton. So if you got a 1/4 ton for your daily driver, and you're just using it to go back and forth from home to work, I do think that's kind of goofy. Now, if you need a 1/4 ton because you maybe have a camper, you got a big boat, you haul ATVs or some shit like that, yeah, hey, if you do it all the time and you really needed that 1/4 ton, I mean, yeah, man, more power to you. Awesome. But if you're just like a yuppie dude who probably works behind a desk or some shit and you just wanted a fucking 1/4 ton for no fucking reason but to look cool or something, I guess, I think that's pretty goddamn stupid. I got to be honest with you, big dog. Like, you're just wasting your money on like so much fucking diesel just to go back and forth to work. I don't understand that. So we're gonna put it in questionable. Assuming that you really don't need that as a daily driver. I don't think anybody really needs that as a daily driver. You could have one on the side that you use to haul shit with, but a daily driver, you could have a little car or a small compact truck or something. It's really none of my business, I guess, right? That's what you're thinking. All right, moving on from the 1/4 ton, we got the dually. Same rules apply as the 1/4 ton, dude. If you're driving around in the dually for no reason, and it's just used to go back and forth to work, you're wasting your fucking money. All right, but if you're using it to actually haul stuff, that's different. So we'll put it in questionable. I don't know though. Dualies are pretty badass. We're gonna put it in it'll do. 1/4 tons are also badass. So we're gonna put 1/4 ton back in it'll do. Ignoring all the negative shit that I said about them, because now that I think about it, they are some pretty badass trucks. And if you're using them as daily drivers, you know what? You probably are really a badass. I'm just going to be honest. All right? I'm allowed to change my mind in these videos. This is my fucking video. I'm making the video. I make the rules. I made the fucking tier list. I can change my mind. I don't want to hear shit. All right, it was pretty badass. All right, I like rolling some coal and whatnot. Anyway, we got to move on from dually before y'all piss me off. We got welding rig. Most of the time, if you're driving a welding rig, it's because you're a fucking welder, right? You wear the little Power Rangers helmet and you fucking spark shit and you talk a lot of shit and you always bitch and complain about how you could go down the road and get a better job and you never fucking do. All you do is bitch and complain every day, but you drive this badass welding rig. Most of these welding rigs, these trucks with the welding flatbeds and shit like that, they're pretty badass, dude. I honestly like them. And you're probably working your ass off as a welder, so we'll put that in solid. So long as you are a welder. Now, if you ride around in something like that and you ain't a welder, I think that's pretty fucking stupid and pretty fucking dumb, and I don't know. Moving on from that, we got a company truck. My favorite. Company trucks, baby. You ain't... Now, in most cases, you're not paying for the gas. You're not paying for the maintenance. You're not paying for any of that shit. So company trucks are awesome, dude. They always run good because it's not yours. No matter what kind of noises the motor's making or the transmission or nothing like that, some bitch is running good, big dog. It ain't mine. Turn the fucking radio up. Let's go, baby. I love a good company truck, man. Where are we going to put the company truck? We're going to put that motherfucker right on up there in hell yeah, baby. I love a good company truck as a daily driver. That's a damn good company letting you drive that truck back and forth. Love them, dude. Stay with that company. Now, if you work with a company, you got a company truck, and they making you buy the gas and the maintenance and all that stuff, that's a little questionable. Start my own goddamn company if I was doing all that shit. What the fuck? All right, moving on from company truck, we got the old beater. There's nothing wrong with an old beater, man. I got an old beater sitting in my yard. Old 06 Ram 1500. She's my old beater. Never fails me. Knock on wood. There's really nothing wrong with an old beater. Most of the time, they get you from A to B, and it's somebody who probably could afford a brand new vehicle, but they just don't care for no brand new vehicle. They like riding around in their old beater, and if something tears up on it, well, they fix it. They get whatever part tears up and replace it. Most of the time, they work on their own vehicle, and that's just the way they like it, and that's the way it's going to be. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Moving on from the old beater, we got the 500,000 mile legend. This can be any vehicle with just tons of miles on it, y'all. I have worked at many companies when their company vehicles are these 500,000 mile legends. I don't know that I would want one as a daily driver, right? Mine start getting, nowadays, we go over 200,000 miles. But once they start getting over 200,000 miles, it starts getting to where it's like, all right, maybe it's time to kind of park this motherfucker and get something else coming in here. So we're going to put the 500,000 mile legend. I'm going to put it in questionable because as a daily driver, it can be a little nerve wracking when you know that you're just kind of like you're just kind of driving on borrowed luck and this motherfucker's going to shut down any day now. So I think that's a good spot for questionable. And we're going to move on to a service truck, which is basically a company truck, except you got a bunch of tools and whatnots on it and shit like that. You're probably like a mechanic or something like that. And I mean, that's pretty cool. You're probably working your ass off. You probably don't have to buy the gas. You probably don't have to buy anything for it. So it's got to go up to hell yeah. It's got to go to hell yeah. I would put the welding rig in hell yeah, but you got to buy your own gas and all that stuff. I mean, if you own your own company, I guess your company's technically buying the gas, but still, though, it's coming out of your money still technically. So that's why the welding rig's in solid, but the fucking service rig's got to go in hell yeah, big dog. But some people own their own service rig. All this shit kind of overlaps. Don't think too deep about it. All right, we're getting in too deep. We got to move on. We got paid off truck. So any truck that is paid off is a damn good truck to me, big dog. If it'll get you from A to B, that's a damn good hell yeah of a truck. And it can be, honestly, any one of these motherfuckers right here. If it's paid off, it's going in hell yeah. So what you do is, like I said, a lot of them overlap. You take any of these vehicles right here. If they paid off, you can put it in hell yeah if you want to. And I know like this one and this one and this one is probably fucking paid off, okay? But like I said, don't think too deep into it, dude. Shit, okay? Whatever. If it's a paid off spray painted truck, maybe it does go and it'll do. If it's a paid off fucking 500,000 mile legend, maybe it does go in questionable. And if it's a paid off fucking beater, maybe it does go in solid. Who gives a shit? I'm putting that right there, and that's where that's going to stay. That makes absolutely no sense. And we're going to move on from that to the marketplace special. We've all seen these so-called marketplace specials. A lot of them are crazy-ass looking trucks. A lot of them are beaters. A lot of them are modified trucks. Maybe they got the whole cab cut off, and that some bitch is a convertible. Maybe it is a car converted into some kind of fucking three-wheeled abomination. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. A marketplace special is questionable, dude. All right, I think it's kind of sketchy most of the time to buy a vehicle from a guy on Facebook. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care what kind of paperwork he's got or whatever. It's a marketplace deal. It's not official. And look, some dealerships will fuck you too, harder than these marketplace guys. But I don't know. Something just ain't right about it to me. You know what I'm saying? If I know I'm buying some kind of bullshit, like if I'm not looking for a good vehicle, I mean, whatever, dude. But if I'm trying to find a damn good vehicle, probably not going to be doing no marketplace specials. So let's move on from that. We got the actual off-roader. Now, this was me when I was 17, 18, 19. I don't know how many years I had this truck. It was a four-wheel drive. It was a single cab F-150. It was a 95, I believe. Had a straight 6 in that bad boy. Yes, sir. Strong. And I used to mud ride that motherfucker, dude. Me and my buddies used to, back in the day, this area that I live in, you could mud ride your four-wheelers, your trucks, all that stuff, and nobody would give a shit. Not so much now. Like, everybody will call the law, and you go to jail and all. But anyway, back in the day, we used to stay in the damn mud, man. So I'd go to work with my truck covered in mud and all that shit. So this was me for a long time. I'm gonna put it in it'll do, because it's normally fine. It could go in questionable, but I'm gonna put it in it'll do, because normally they're fine, I guess. But normally they are older trucks and kind of beat up and whatnot. But we'll put it in and it'll do because I know that from experience that it will do. But it also will tear the fuck up. I know that from experience too. One time I was driving down a 4-lane highway in the middle of my little town with it, and the fucking back drive shaft fell out that sumbitch going down the highway, going about 50 miles per hour. The drive shaft just fell out, just said, "Fuck you, homeboy, I'm out." And I look back in the mirror and there's fucking sparks and these motherfuckers going and cars behind me are dodging. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? And I'm trying to hit the gas and it's just not doing anything. It's just whoong, whoong. I'm like, oh shit, that was probably my drive shaft. So I pull over and lock her in 4-wheel drive and go get my drive shaft. But that was a fun time, real fun time. So anyway, yeah, that'll go in, it'll do. And next on the list, we got a Prius. If you're daily driving a Prius, we got to put that in hell no. I mean, yeah, you're saving gas. You're saving a ton of money, but I know for a fact you're celebrating Pride Month, 100%. I just got to put that in hell no, dude. I can't do it. I don't care how much gas, how much money you're saving, whatever, man. This is a blue collar channel, dude, and you can't be driving a fucking Prius back and forth as a daily driver. Whatever. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this list, y'all. Look, if you made it this far and you like the video, thank you. I love y'all. I am pretty lit, if you can't tell. So I don't know. My commentary may be all over the place on this one, but I'm pretty lit, and consider liking and sharing, subscribing. Dude, look, share the video to your buddies. Even if they're not going to watch it, that still helps me out, and I appreciate it so much. This has been fun, y'all. I plan on making plenty more of these. And I got some more ideas coming down the line, too. I'm going to do some different stuff other than rankings. I got some different ideas. They're coming. I just need to have the time to do it. I've been really busy at work. But anyway, look, y'all have a good night, day, evening, morning, wherever you are.